Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Science Online. This is our last Wednesday in our holiday hodgepodge. It's also the last Science Online of the year because the next time I'm going to see all of you will be in 2023. So I thought we'd do something easy and a little fun. Has anybody seen those like booklets and it's black paper? But when you take your fingernail or you take something sharp like a stylus or like a skewer, my trusty skewers, you can scrape off that black and underneath you get all of these rainbow colors. Well, you can make those, and I'm going to show you how. So what you're going to need, there are a couple different ways. These are the ones that I tried. You're going to need a piece of paper. White is usually easier, especially if you're going to color it. The smoother the paper, the better. The smoother the surface, the better. Now this is not smooth. It has been beaten on. There's glue and ink, and I don't even know what that is. Like, this is not a smooth surface. So just be aware when I do this that, a smooth kitchen table would probably be better. So you're gonna need crayons, any crayons you want. I would also do a smaller piece of paper because this will take your crayons. I actually completely used up my black crayon, so I'm glad that I pre-did these. So all you're gonna do, take a piece of paper. So for instance, I want half a page, and all this is we're just layering materials on top of each other. So you want to take your crayons, and you can use whatever colors you want, but you're going to use up your crayons. So just be aware. And you just want to color, but you want to get all the color. See how smooth that is? And see how I'm just kind of eating through the crayon? And you can do whatever colors you want in any shape you want. Oh, that's so weird. This is like a maroon to me, but it looks like peachy on camera. Oh, weird. Now, sometimes you can take your finger. If you mess up, you can just like peel off the crayon. You are going to use a lot of crayon. Then what you're going to do is you want to take your black crayon. So let this sit for a few minutes. You want to take your black crayon and you want to go as hard without breaking your crayon, because that is a thing. Without breaking your crayon, go as hard as you can to cover up. Here, I'll get my mouse out of the way. To cover up all of that. Now, I did a couple different experiments because I didn't like the way this looked. Um, because I don't like that you can still see the colors. I don't like that the black isn't like flat like on the paper. I do have a heat gun. I tried to use the heat gun. Fun fact, melted wax crayon is very hot. So that didn't work. Um, and then I had some, they're just $1.25 store pastel, so this might work with real pastels. It does not work with these ones. It's just a quality thing, I think. Those definitely did not work. The black would not go for it. So, again, this is just crayon on top of crayon, and I can just, my sharp thing is not very sharp. I might need a new skewer. There we go. See? Scratch paper. And this one, it just didn't it just didn't cover. I wasn't happy with it. So obviously, being that I'm a science nerd, I was like, there has to be a better way. Somebody has done this before, and I want to see how to do it, but with more than one material. Like, this is just crayon on crayon. This is oil pastel on oil pastel. But what if I took crayon, which again is a wax base, so it's gonna resist. Remember a long time ago we did the peaks, and we used crayon as resist, and it worked really, really well because it's wax. And when wax covers up something, unless you add a lot of heat and melt the wax off or freeze it off and kind of like pick it off, it's going to stay there. So what I did was I did the same thing here. So I took all of my crayon colors, made a design. I know those are oil pastels, but just showing it for the design. And it doesn't have to be stripes, just I was doing it quick, so I did stripes. It can be globs or groups. But this one came out much better. And all this is it's Craft Smart paint. I think I got it I don't even know where I got it. I've had this for forever. I just shook the bottle, um, and it came out really nice and really black. And I really hope it works because you definitely have to make sure it dries. And what we do is we have our paper, which is just our tree fiber. Okay. We have our wax, which would be our crayons, because crayons are made of wax and color, and a couple other things. Okay. And then on top of that, I have my paint. And the idea is when I go to lightly scrape off the paint, the wax will show through. I hope. It works so well. All of you, it works so well. Look. Can you see this? This works so well. Oh, I like this one a lot. Alright, I need a new stick. My stick is good. There we go. Much better stick. That's super cool. Science! There you go. Cool. And again, just acrylic paint over crayon. You can make your own. You can make holiday cards. You can make Valentine's Day is coming up, which means the day after Valentine's Day. Cheap dark chocolate. I'm all about it. Uh, but yeah, see what you can layer. See what materials you can use. Now remember, it has to have a layering effect so that one can sit on top of the other. It's the way this works. Okay? So you have to be able to scrape off one to get to the other, which is why this works. So markers won't work. Colored pencils probably won't work either because they don't have any sort of resist. But yeah, go try it. See if it works. Ask questions. Think scientifically. Use your noodles. And ooh, dad joke incoming. I'll see you all next year. Yes. Have a great rest of your break. Bye bye.